Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Abdul Nasir Rafisuryadi. I want to tell you about a scientific method step. Scientific method step is taken by research to answer and solve question relates to problem and queries about the phenomenon or even the accurate. The requirements for the science method are 1. Systematic, namely the science method must be arranged systematically or relates between one part and the other. 2. Objective, namely the scientific method must be present in the accordance with the objects or support by empirical fact and scientifical proven theories. 3. Methodic, which means the scientific knowledge is obtained using certain methods that are organized and controlled. The steps in getting the science methods be sequential. The important thing is to get general consolation based on the data on test with data. Among them, 1. Formulate a problem. Scientific thinking a truth. The scientific method is appreciated by an awareness of problems. These problems must then be formulated in the form of a question sentence. With the use of question sentences, it is expected that it will be easier for the people who carry out scientific methods to collect the data they need, analyze the data, then conclude it. The problem is a must. 2. Formulate a hypothesis. The hypothesis is a temporary answer from the formulation of the problem that still requires proof based on the data that has been analyzed. In the scientific method and the process of scientific thinking, the formulation of hypothesis is very important. Clear formulation of a hypothesis can lead a further process in the scientific method. Often, when doing research, a researcher feel that all data is very important. Therefore, through a good hypothesis formulation, it will be easier for researchers to collect data that is really needed. 3. Collect data. Data collection is tech that is somewhat different from the previous steps in the scientific method. Data collection is carried out in the field. Research who is applying a scientific method needs to collect data based on the hypothesis he has formulated. Data collection has an important role in the scientific method because it relates to testing hypothesis. Acceptance or rejection of hypothesis will depend on the data collected. 4. Test the hypothesis. Scientific thinking is essentially a process of testing hypothesis. In the activities or steps to test hypothesis, research do not justify or blame the hypothesis but accept or reject the hypothesis. Therefore, Before hypothesis testing is carried out, research must first determine the level of sig- sigin- sigin- significant. The higher the level of significance that is it, the higher the the level of confidence in the result of a study. This is unstoppable because the significance level is related to the error, the, the result of the hypothesis testing itself. 5. Formulate consolation. The final step in the scientific thinking in a scientific method is the activity of formulation consolation. Formulation must correspond to the problem that has been proposed before. Consolation or consolation are the written in the declarative sensitive briefly but clearly. It must be avoided to read data that is not relevant to the problem proposed, even though it is considered important. This needs to be emphasized because many research are followed by finding that they deem important, even though essence they are not relevant to the formulation of the problems they pose. That's all I can say. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.